Welcome to A Mason's Work, the podcast where we review Masonic symbols and illustrate how they can be used to solve problems in everyday life. With your host, Brian Mattox, a proud member of the Craftsman Online Media Network.
So I was in a conversation with some buddies today, and one of the things that we came up with, or a question that came up in the conversation, is what is the function of resonating depth or sympathy or compassion if you aren't directly attempting to affect change? And I think it's an important question because there are going to be tons of situations where you can't affect change in yourself or the world around you. But that doesn't eliminate or reduce the need for resonance at depth. The reality that we are all kind of in various levels of whatever that means. We are social creatures, and a significant portion of our conscious awareness, including the anatomical elements of our brain and the vision centers and the recognitions and all of the things that comes with the understanding of the way our hormones and biology work, are all designed for both the sort of operative model of work, where you operate on the environment around you, but they also have a strong social component. And resonating depth and essentially helping other people understand that you may not be able to feel exactly what they feel, but you have also suffered, creates a solid ground of being where you can interact with others in a way without needing to change them, without needing to make them different than what they are. You get to mirror the sort of innate nobility in the human condition when you interact with others. And in that mirroring, you strengthen the bond without having to add anything extra, right? You don't have to do anything in particular. In a lot of cases, just abiding with someone is a great way to essentially strengthen your relationship, particularly if you abide when someone else is suffering or troubled or experiencing a hardship in some way. As that bond strengthens, a couple of things will happen. The suffering will ease slightly without really any extra effort. Just being heard for a lot of people is sufficient to help them not feel so isolated and alone. And as we start flexing this ability to be near others in a state of pain without essentially taking on their suffering or trying to change them, we are also essentially suggesting that these types of relationships that are accepting without modification are the kinds of relationships you're willing to engage in. That vulnerability, that accessibility is where the foundation of quality of life is sort of developed, right? There is no amount of, financial sort of well-being that is going to meaningfully buy that level of resonance and care, at least not directly. So as you are, sculpting your skill sets, be mindful of that expression of empathy and compassion and awareness, because in that space where there is nothing to change and nothing to do, there is so much to gain just by being present in the moment in that space, that you will learn a lot of things, the sort of mechanics of which I can't fully quantify or explain. You're going to learn what it is to have dignity in the face of all sorts of troubles and traumas, what it means to have sort of referential integrity and honor, and all of those things they all emerge in these quiet spaces where you look in the mirror that is other people and find the better version of both of you. And so be present without trying to change anything and see how you grow.
The views represented in this podcast are those of the speaker alone and are not representative of any grand or subordinate lodge.
Hi, Brian here. I wanted to thank you so much for listening to this episode. If you have any suggestions or guidance for further episodes you'd like to see or hear, whatever the case may be, please don't hesitate to reach out to me at amasonswork.com, and we will try and incorporate your suggestions into a future recording. Thanks.
Freemasonry teaches us that the true work is within, a lifelong journey of reflection, discipline, and discovery. At A Mason's Work, we help Masons bring out their best selves through meaningful self-inquiry and symbolic practice. From personal reflection to lodge engagement, we offer tools that turn symbols into action. Visit us at amasonswork.com. The work is within. The time is now.